The Nets against the Rockets off the tip. It's controlled by Houston. This is Vernon Maxwell. Played his college ball at Florida, and the kid from Archbishop Malloy. Talking about Kenny Smith.
Inquiring about UNC.
That'll count if it goes.
That's the breakdown that has occurred on an evening or two. Stop the dribble penetration. It just creates problems for the big guys. They get the fouls or you get a grab. The Carolina guys stick together. You notice how Corin wouldn't speak to anybody today. They had their win. He and Phil Ford. He still thinks Phil's going to get him the ball.
Listen, as much as I like Spinarkle, I'm happy he's home tonight. He would be impossible to be around after Florida State's win over Duke this afternoon.
He would have his head hanging. It would be a bad Dauber night.
Especially since I'm a Seminole.
Nice little
Ready. Won't go. Rebound Olajuwon. Back quickly. Kenny Smith.
The Malloy guys.
Play some pretty good basketball in New York City, don't they?
They sure do. Here's a guy that improved in the NBA. A lot of people, when he was at Providence, thought Otis Thorpe was limited on both ends of the floor.
I'll tell you, every time you see him against the Nets, he looks like an all-star.
And an Iron Man, really, with the injury.
7 on the 24. Petro knocked away. Kenny has to throw it up. 4 on the 24. He'll get it off and has his own rebound. We're tied. They'll make it 4-2.
I noticed Kenny running down the court. He looks like he's got fresh legs. Not necessarily on the offensive end, but he hustled back to get Kenny Smith earlier.
4-2, Houston by 2. We're just underway here at the Meadowlands.
Nets switching the high-low screen.
Here's Thorpe. That's good position for him. And Olajuwon just missed time to jump because he was there.
Fortunately.
Coleman.
Now, if he had taken that, you couldn't have been that mad if you were coach,
no.
right? I mean, you work hard to get shots right about the same spot.
12-footer, unmolested. This time he had a hand in his face.
Good foot speed. Oh, great fake, huh?
Sam helped out. Now Olajuwon. Maxwell on the follow.
That kills you.
The offensive rebounds. Nice play, but great play by Coleman. Backing off. Ball from going out of bounds. Here's Sam open for the jumper. We're tied at 4. We got a lively crowd here tonight at the Meadowlands.
When Sam gets good looks like that, you're almost sure it's going down. Almost a secondary facet of a set as he comes down a little bit late on occasion after rebounding.
Here's Maxwell. Thorpe had good position. Maurice. Nice finger roll.
Sure was. Drazen tried to double, and there was actually a one-man zone on the other side. That's how Horry got free.
Next Saturday night, we will be in Houston. The Nets taking on these same Rockets. Petro, nice fake.
Hadn't been able to get that the last couple of games, right? He'll keep working, and the timing so precise to get him the ball.
And we're even at 6-6. 8:45 left in this first quarter.
Especially you can get yourself free and the ball doesn't come. Now you're dead, and when the clock runs down, you end up with a tough shot. Nice defense. They got Derrick on the hole, though. Thought he did a pretty good job. Bookend, power forward types, as these two, you mentioned unmolested, that was molested.
Yes, that was molestation, indeed.
At its best.
Hey, what a great day here at the Meadowlands. This afternoon, college basketball. You got a game at midnight tonight you're doing somewhere?
I'm trying to book one. If you can find it, I'll bring you along. PJ Carlissimo, terrific, very, I think they found themselves, though. Played a great Carolina team, maybe the best team in the country, and with a lot of turnovers, able to stay close. Kenny with the legs.
And the rotation on that basketball. Looking good. Kenny's improved his shooting. He's about close to 45% now. That's up from the early part of the year.
Great looking stroke when he is fresh. That's why Chuck tries to space the minutes for him. They got steps.
Steps on Hakeem, and the ball will go over to the Nets.
Doing a little officiating as well as he points to the pivot foot. Rudy T. years ago. That terrible injury.
Talk about getting blindsided. 8-6, nets up a couple. 7:55 left first quarter. Out of bounds was Kenny Smith, and the ball will go over to the Nets.
Life on the road. It's a lot easier when you got a great team.
Oh, yeah.
You don't mind going, yeah, you don't have the pains. You really physically are injured as a coach knowing I've got a 10-day road trip with 6 games.
Petro, how about that Bulls road trip they're on now? They have 15, 16 days on the road, 9 games. That's tough.
Oh, you got Michael, you don't mind.
Well, that's true.
I mean, the food even tastes better.
Olajuwon with a big jump hook, his first 2. Olajuwon now 29 years of age, played his college ball at Houston.
I still get a kick out of Chuck Daly after that loss to Atlanta. Saturday morning, right away, the tape of Houston. You don't look back, young man. That's right. They gain on you.
Sam kicked it out of bounds. It'll go over to the Rockets.
Sam losing the argument, even though he may have been right. Arm grabbed, causing the turnover.
We're tied at 8. We've played 5 minutes here in this first quarter.
Drazen doing a nice job coming over the top on Maxwell.
Hakeem. During this 8-game winning streak, Hakeem shot nearly 60% from the floor.
Almost unstoppable, that shot, unless you are an extraordinary leaper with inches like Jabbar may have been in his early days, or Russell. But right here, not much Sam can do. Keep him away, force him to a tougher shot, say goodnight, and get to the other end.
Well, take a look at the Rockets with that 8-game winning streak now. What they've done to the opposition, outscored them by more than 9 points, outshot them from both 2- and 3-point range, from the free throw line, and of course the blocks, but they'll always outblock you. Rudy T's team getting the job done. Here's Petro off the pretty feed, going to the hoop, and we're tied at 10.
They can pass this club.
6:29 left in this first quarter of play.
That's why they're fun to watch. Look at that spin move.
He had a beat and then just lost control for half a second.
He's too quick for his own good. It's incredible. A little roll out, a little check, a little pat on the derriere, and Jackie Nice right on top of it.
The extra fake wasn't necessary. Wasn't nobody there anymore.
He ran out of people to fake. Going right
nice
there. Nice look, you're right, by Sam. And a reset by DC.
Midway through the first quarter, we're tied at 10. Rockets have won 8 in a row, and that's trying to stop a 2-game losing streak. Sam goes for the rebound, and Bowie has the basketball. Gets it to Chucky Brown.
He's got thought he would have an open jumper, but good response by Maxwell.
Offensive foul. They got Drazen, stuck the left elbow out, and they picked him up. Did Wally run?
Well, we have Moment Net fans and Spencer Ross. This break in the action is a great time for you to break open an ice cold Budweiser and enjoy that fresh, pure, natural taste. Nothing beats a Bud.
5:41 left this first quarter. We're tied at 10 at 10. Oh, Maxwell just blew by. Say goodnight.
Good for the last drop.
That was Maxwell's house, indeed.
Too easy.
Kenny threw it out of bounds, and it'll go over.
Kenny trying to create on the offensive end. Defensively, you see Drazen overcompensates baseline, and you don't want to give too many open floor opportunities to him. He's got great speed. Got to make him work.
Kenny Smith trying to find Olajuwon, who posts up. Petro comes over to help. And we're going to get a foul, and it'll go against Drazen. It'll be a second.
I think they're going to give it to Sam.
You're right.
Sam trying to have a little dialogue with you, Hollins. That's the double that you want, but he can get through it. And he's extraordinary how he steps through, anticipates your trap down on the box. Nice shot by Derrick.
Smooth shot won't go, though. And Drazen is there for the intercept after Olajuwon had stolen away. first quarter.
Little triangle, clear. One-on-one ISO.
Sam's open. Won't go. Kicked over to Vernon Maxwell.
Well, Sam knows the game, though. Nice ball fake. Double tick here. Notice Sam threw the defense with just a little ball fake, opened up with an empty shot, and Charles looking on, not with delay.
No, not that happy at this stage.
Now each game sets their personality, and Nets doing a pretty good job so far on Hakeem.
Now that's Chucky Brown grabbing a rebound, skying so high, and yet he got it on the way down. That's how high up he was.
Maxwell tagging over here.
Way off the mark, and the jumper was Chucky. Long lead to Smith. What a pretty pass by Otis Thorpe.
The leak out. Got to pay attention all the time. This club, we mentioned the shot blocking, but even on their outlets, they've got guys flyers.
Coleman. Shot was blocked, and leaking out this time is Maxwell. Oh, and he lost the ball.
Kenny hustled back, caused the problems. Maxwell with Anderson.
Olajuwon. Count it, and one. Crossover dribble by the man who stands 7 feet tall. Just glides right by as smooth as silk.
Now, when we were kids, this was Baylor. Elgin Baylor. This is a 7-footer. Power, strength, agility. How about the use of the bounce?
Elgin was 6'5", though. Big difference. He's 7 feet tall. Sam picks up the foul. Rockets on a 10-2 run, and Chris Dudley in the lineup to replace Sam Bowie. Got to make an adjustment right here. Olajuwon just coming out to that baseline, and he's just tearing him up.
Pretty much by design, the way Chuck is trying to do things now. Get Sam out, get Dudley in, but the fouls maybe have hastened it. Give him some rest, and let's see him give some scoring with the second group.
You know, Olajuwon has 7 points. If he doesn't make those 2-3 turnovers, I mean, he had that one easy basket.
Well, I said the Nets are containing him a little bit, and they've addressed some of his power and taken away an occasional thrust, but he still has big numbers.
Oh, yeah.
It's just each trip you separate it and hope you can contain him.
Go inside to Ori now against Chucky Brown. 6 on the 24. Kenny Smith to Hakeem. Rebound, Chucky Brown. Ori picks up the foul.
You know, Ori, he had a very bad trip that time. He fumbled the pass, so now he's dead. You can't make a post move. And then he compounds it with the reach in, Spencer. Nets have to get organized, though, a little bit. Can't give those easy breaks up.
This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the NBA and the New Jersey Nets, intended for the non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the NBA, the New Jersey Nets, and Sports Channel is prohibited. Spencer Ross, Bill Raftery, Matt Laughlin here at the Meadowlands. Mo Cheeks makes his first appearance of the night in the lineup, replacing Kenny Anderson.
You've got it all covered. You spotted Mo even when you were doing the nice little cut. Unfortunately, a turnover. I asked Chuck how close his Cheeks over the weekend. He said he's almost there. So it's good to see him out on the floor. We'll see how he can contribute and rest Kenny Anderson. An important aspect.
And you know, the great thing about Chuck Daly also is his understanding of the length of the season and knowing there's no rush to get Mo Cheeks in here. You want to get him when he's ready, and he can give you the kind of minutes you really need. It's not on-the-job training in this league.
And don't get him hurt, too. Remember the first game, the crowd wanted Mo Cheeks? Well, he wasn't ready. And the other end of it, too, is if you're not ready, you don't want to be embarrassed as a professional. And Chuck understands that.
Smith and Thorpe leave. Scott Brooks and Carl Herrera have come into the lineup. Here's Petro shooting over Maxwell. Drives, getting it online. 8 points for Petrovic. He's hit 4 of 5 from the floor, and the Nets have cut the deficit to 3.
Half of being a good shooter is getting free, and that's why he needs the legs and the energy level, and he makes this such a better team too, because they occasionally will send 2 after him.
Olajuwon whistle before an illegal defense against the Nets. It's against Petro. Ori will leave.
Illegal defense warning against the Nets. Second horizontal offensive foul.
So that is the first. Thorpe comes back into the lineup. Didn't get much of a rest, did he?
Chuck didn't get much of an answer either on the illegal D.
Either did Drazen.
From the top, they said he was down in the 3-second lane. And Dud's a little more physical. And here comes the trap. Raff.
Triple up.
Triple up is right.
Brooks, he can shoot him from the outside.
Nice help.
Gotta force that one. Dudley, great rebound. Gets it out over to Addison, pitches it out to Petrovic. Nets down 3.
Major league rebound, Spence.
Coleman. Tough shot.
He's been making that fadeaway. Just enough.
Not quite like Thompson.
No. But enough to resist the defense.
Right.
It goes over the best at that was Earl Monroe. He used to tantalize people coming down the lane, then back off, and the big guy would get the nails on it. That's at best.
1 point deficit. Coleman tries to front Thorpe, and will get the foul on Otis. Thorpe for pushing off on Coleman. Great anticipation by DC.
You don't get that call unless you're working on the defense. Get the legs, get over the top, and right here, D doing it all. Derrick, that is, and the support by Mo Cheeks.
That's have run the last 6 points. We have 40 seconds left in this first quarter.
Oh, they get Dudley with an illegal pick, and it's a shame. 1, a foul, 2, possession, and disbelief by Charles. Wally Rooney said he threw his arms at Chuck, and Chuck respecting that.
Nets will get it back. They're 12 on the 24 now. This is Brooks.
That's switching that down screen by Thorpe.
Here's Olajuwon. Good turnaround jumper, won't go. If you think this has been a dreadful quarter, let me tell you, the teams aren't getting shots. Everybody's playing good defense. Nets will get the final opportunity. Coleman for the lead with 3.8 seconds remaining.
Just 2. Got to contain the dribble here.
Here's Maxwell. Didn't get it off. Won't count. Will not count after. And that ends the first quarter with the Nets leading the Houston Rockets as they finish the quarter with an 8-0 run to take an 18-17 lead. Nets with a 1-point lead as we head to the second quarter. Let's head over to Matt Laughlin. Matty?
Spencer, earlier in the ball game, you detailed the Houston defensive effort during their 8-game winning streak, averaging just over 100 points a game. Prior to tonight's game, I spoke with Rudy Tomjanovich, asked him about that defensive effort, and he singled out Vernon Maxwell. He spoke highly of the defensive play of the guard, in particular his play last night against the Indiana Pacers, where he limited Reggie Miller to just 1 of 12 field goal tries. Tonight, Drazen Petrovic is the assignment, but Drazen is winning the battle. He's got 8 points already as the Nets take a lead into the second quarter.
Okay, and into the second quarter, the Nets really turned it on in the closing stages, hitting the final 8 points, 50% from the floor. But you take a look at those numbers, we're talking 70 shots for each team. That means teams are being forced to take 15, 16, 18 seconds before they can get something good off. Good defense on both sides. Here's Raphael Addison. We're already down to 7. Raff's first opportunity.
Tough shot over Winchester. And that one may have hit the Cathedral. That was up high. Forced him into a tough shot.
Shot it over Winchester's Cathedral.
3-quarter, and the support late by Addison. Nice look. Chuck's got them playing real good D.
Here's Winchester for 2. Rebound, Dudley gets it out over to Mo Cheeks. Maurice to Addison. Raff, nice stop and pop. No good. Rebound pulled down by Olajuwon. Good shot, though. Winston Garland was in the lineup for the first time. Garland, Brooks, Winchester, Olajuwon.
Look at that fake.
And Herrera.
That was some fake, Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't make the goal, but pretty.
You know what amazes me about you is how he amazes you, and you've seen everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you forget how quick
how
the guy
quick he
is. You watch TV and you don't pick up some nice step through.
Now he amazes me too.
On TV as well.
10 points for Petro. The Nets have scored 12 in a row and open up their biggest lead.
He can shoot, as you mentioned.
Yeah. Brooks. Scott Brooks, his first two. Little guy, 5'11".
Irvine. Their nickname is.
What, the Anteaters?
Yeah, we've got it. All those talk shows, all those years.
Well, he also went to TCU, so he went from a horned frog to an anteater. Here's Addison. Was bothered by Brooks, who came by him just as he was putting the ball up.
Tell me his major was zoology. Nets hustled. Good break there. They had so many guys on the glass that nobody was able to pinch or seal.
You know, just happened. Kenny came in, and Mo said, okay, I guess I'll get a rest. And he started walking off, but he realized it was for Drazen. So Mo will play a couple more minutes.
They'll run his stuff, Drazen's stuff. And right now they're going to go right to Coleman on an ISO.
Defensive play. DC immediately checks the clock to see how much time. Here's Garland. 9:28 left in the first half. Brooks. And a 10 on the 24. Nets lead 22-19. Coleman, good anticipation on that pass to Olajuwon. And Hakeem's shot just won't go. Rebound Addison.
Again, the double, and he got through it. I don't know how he does it.
Go. Rebound Olajuwon. Gets it out over to Brooks. On the run now. Garland takes the lane. What a pretty backhand feed, but Winchester took the extra step.
Great call. And you know that shot by Derrick was a tired shot. Right away, Mr. Mahorn. Mr. Sympathy in the game. Very compelling rendition and little back cut and the walk of their national anthem by Carl Lewis. And Mahorn very concerned about his feelings.
Oh, really? Anderson, what a nice stutter step move. Coleman on the follow. Doesn't get the foul call, but puts it home.
You know what you love? He knows he's coming out, but he went to the glass, made a big rebound, and a great finish.
That's lead it by 5 again. Here's Olajuwon. Rebound, Mo Cheeks. That's looking to run. It's 4 against 3. Anderson to Dudley. And then an outer for Doug. And that shot's getting better.
That is. He's been working on that little half shot, half volley. And those golfers out there, a half a wedge. Covered all the sports.
Olajuwon with a fadeaway, way off the mark.
So he's forcing it and not acknowledging excellent defense by the Nets.
Anderson, what a pretty move. And to have control of your body on the shot after doing what he did, that's why he's Special K. A 16-2 run for the Nets.
They don't play early in the morning, but he's still Special K on the money.
Tuesday night, Nets right back here at the Meadowlands. We hope to see you out here. Tickets are available for the Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers. If you can't join us right here on Sports Channel, 7:30, Sports Channel America. The tip-off show at 7:15.
Nets may stay more at home now. Nice double here by Cheeks. Forget how nasty he is defensively.
All-time leading steal man in the history of the NBA. Garland puts it home. His first 2. Following that game Tuesday night, the Nets head out west, southwest actually. First to Denver on Thursday, then Houston on Saturday, Dallas on Monday, and then to San Antonio on Tuesday. So this is a big ball game. These next 2 here at home. You got a 4-game road trip coming up. Addison looking for his second hoop and praise it.
That's a welcome relief because you just need some support from the Pines. Guys come in to lift you. Nice slip here. Great help by Duds.
Dudley.
That's the one you got to come up with, right? Great defensive set. Don't put the squeeze on it.
Almost looked to me like Thorpe double dribbled the basketball. I might have been wrong. Anderson.
Offense.
I got him on the offensive foul.
Why is it, and we were like that not at this level. Little guys, as we take a look at the block and the net's unable to convert. You always shove off when you go in. You don't want to have a block shot because it's embarrassing. So you always the release arm, huh?
It's also a matter of survival too.
That's true. You don't want to lose
protection. You know,
you don't want to lose your attractive look.
Garland, all of a sudden you're there and you know you're in trouble. Uh-oh.
Bailout time. Garland felt he got winged. This is the play the Nets just ran. The pop out. Addison and Cheeks.
Oh, finds Mahorn. Nice turnaround move. Shot won't go, though. And Herrera gets it out over the bricks.
Nice help by Cheeks from Mahorn here.
Whoop.
Oh, he never was sacked.
Wale Rooney.
And that's Mahorn. He hustled so they could get back in position. Cheeks bailed them out. But you've got to make an effort. You miss a shot, fade away. A lot of guys might trap back, but Big Rick got the puppies up and down.
And that's an embarrassing moment. 8 seconds after your team has the basketball. You're not in full. You're not in the forecourt. Here's Dudley.
Well, you're protecting the backcourt.
Wow, feed to Cheeks, who's clobbered gone up.
Activity.
Winchester in the foul. Yeah, you're protecting the backcourt.
That's what you'll tell the coach.
Coach, I was
they might have a break. They might have a break the other way. But mobility and motion. Nice back cut acknowledged by the look, and Mo unable to get it up on the tin.
He almost was no Mo after that, I'll tell you. He got clobbered.
Keep going inside like that. You'll be Maurice.
So here's Cheeks to shoot two. His first point of the ball game, and back in the lineup, Vernon Maxwell for Winchester.
Always remembered how much this guy knows about the game.
Cheeks.
Yeah, just a terrific coordinator between the coaches. Billy Cunningham and Chuck there early in his career raved about his insight to what had to be done and who had to get the ball, and that read, that back cut there. Couldn't get the ball at the point. Well, to shake the guy and maybe get a pass, but open it up for a replacement.
His first 2 points, and the Nets lead it by 7. 5.5 left in this first half. 30-23. Nets getting it done with some real good defense thus far tonight. Maxwell on the drive.
Got to catch it, huh? Nice look.
Addison has it, gives it to Anderson.
Hit Otis in the wrong spot, huh? The hands.
The horn is open.
Just a good screen, and then he drifted. They got the pick and stay, the pick and roll, pick and drift.
22-6 run here for the Nets to open up a 32-23 lead. Rebound, Kenny Anderson off the Ori miss.
Up big, huh?
His legs are very spry.
Time off does help.
Whoops. Got lost there for a moment. And it'll go over to the Houston Rockets. And the foul is on Dudley. On the Nets, their first team foul. Olajuwon back into the lineup. Ori leaves. 7 points, 8 rebounds, but 4 turnovers for Olajuwon.
And a lot of those misses caused by terrific defensive pursuit. Well, he rolled into that move, didn't he?
Yeah. You know, the interesting thing, though, Bill, you take a look, Olajuwon's getting good shots. He has 11 shots, and they're going to start dropping.
You think so? I thought he had a lot of fadeaways in that.
Yeah, there were
some good shots, but I think they forced him into tougher releases than he's accustomed to.
I'm talking about the 2 or 3 turnovers he made where he could have had baskets. He was right there. Yeah.
All of a sudden, your shooting does improve.
Yeah, that's instead of 4 of 11, you're 7 of 11.
Chuck looks at each game as to how we can take away some things that the opponent does well. Now you've got them down a notch from what they're normally used to do. Their productivity comes down a notch. And thus far, it's been excellent. A little delayed double that's caused a lot of problems for Olajuwon and Houston.
And the later you get into the game, the more you've taken away, you just can't make up. Nets are up by 7, 32-25.
Motion offense.
Addison's open. Good stroke, but it won't go. Coleman and Petrovic set to come back into the lineup for the Nets. 4 minutes left in this first half.
And solid minutes by the guys on the floor to keep this lead and extend it.
Olajuwon lost it. It'll be net basketball. Coleman and Petro back in. Replace Mo Cheeks and Rick Mahorn. Good minutes from both of them.
Valuable minutes. Rick solid with the picks and defensively, and Mo just controlling the ebb and flow. Even though he was off guard for a few minutes, no bad shots, not any mistakes on the offensive end.
Coleman working on Thorpe. Good rebound underneath by Ori.
They got numbers.
Maxwell, nice catch to keep it in play. And Smith with a miss. Rebound pulled down by Addison. 32-25. Nets lead it by 7. 3:20 left in this half.
Ori looked like Don Carter on that pass. He lost control of it.
Petro draws with 12 points. Houston with only 8 points in this quarter, and we approach the 3-minute mark.
Takes Drazen a while to heat up off the bench.
2.5 seconds.
Used to the dribble.
Ori looking for Olajuwon. Smith. Kenny got his hands on the basketball, and here's Petro. Bounces to Anderson. Nice look to Coleman. Around Thorpe. And the foul. It'll go against Otis. Thorpe, and it'll send Derrick Coleman to the line to shoot 2. When things go right for you, even when the fast break gets a little messed up, you make something positive out of it. It is time now for our MCS Cannon Teamwork Moment, brought to you by the team of Cannon Technology and MCS Service. One is a great reason to buy the other. Teamwork indeed here for the New Jersey Nets, with Maurice Cheeks starting things up. Anderson to find the open Rick Mahorn. Good ball movement, our MCS Cannon Teamwork Moment. And the Nets with a 34-25 lead. They are the Rockets here in this quarter struggling, but a lot of it due to some good, intense defense on the part of the New Jersey Nets.
Solid, just a great approach. There will be some more MCS Cannon moments where the Nets will be in trouble. It better be a few. The doubles have really caused problems, but hustling back, they stopped giving up fast break opportunities. You put the finger in that particular hole in the wall, then you've got organization. You know where to go. You know their sets. They have been shown, and the sheets have been handed to the Nets. Walkthroughs as well as practice. Here's a little pressure. Spencer, 1-2-2.
26-8 run for the Nets to lead at 36-25.
And they got it down to 13 before they get it into the scoring area. They really haven't attempted. Down to 9.
Good,
nice little wrinkle,
defense.
huh? Off the timeout.
With 4 on the 24, Maxwell. Oh, I don't know how he got that one off. Coleman had his hand up, and Maxwell on a prayer fired that one up.
What a killer that is after great defense.
Hey, if you can make them get shots like that,
you're
going to win. Petro. A little bothered on it, and it's pulled down by Thorpe.
Notice everybody's addressed their man, though. In position.
Thorpe couldn't hold the pass, and it'll go over the Nets. Under 2 minutes left in the first half.
The shot clock winding down. The final moment of a 24-second sequence, and they get a miraculous delivery.
A minute 45 left in this first half. The Nets lead it by a score of 36-27.
Thorpe strong, able to move Derrick out a little.
The rebound pulled down by Maxwell. Houston can cut it down to 7.
He gets between people, doesn't he?
Does he? He did that time, I'll tell you. Slithered his way through.
A slithery type.
Nice return to Coleman. Didn't get the call. Has his own rebound and puts it home. Great foul.
On that time, even though the force took him to the rebound, he did have Raff in the corner. A little kick and the jumper, but it turned out great for the Nets.
1 minute even remains in this first half. The Nets with an 11-point lead. The Rockets with only 10 points on the board here in the second quarter. They led it at one point, 17-10.
You know what this is like? Very similar to, look at the shots they're forcing. He's come up with 5 points when they were dead.
5 points that
they got to straighten the shot clock out. But here's DC, that forceful nature, but knowing he banged it up, went after it and converted. But this reminiscent of Piston-style defense on the daily. Low scoring, addressing all the things that the opponent wants to run, and solid performance on the other end. You assume Houston will step it up in the second half, so you've got things you can use that you've saved. Different people coming to trap.
And those last 2 baskets for the 5 points, I mean, those were prayer shots. Here's Addison. Nice, good fake. Count it if it goes, and it'll go to the line to shoot 2. Nice look and good move by Raphael Addison. Thorpe picks up the foul.
You get hungry if you're the Nets. You want this one to go, but a nice pick got him free. Mahorn, the one, and Raff with the pump fake, getting everybody up big.
So the Nets will get it back. There are 34.5 seconds left in the half. Addison now with 5 points. Seen a lot of minutes here in the second quarter. And the Nets need minutes from the likes of Raphael Addison, Chucky Brown, particularly with Chris Morris out of the lineup.
And Spence, while you were just talking about the contributions people have to make, Coleman was over with the coaches to find out what he wanted to run, what they were going to run. Well, he's beaten with the bounce, hasn't he?
Yep. Look at Coleman with the rebound. Nets could play for the final shot. There's about a half a second difference.
Different guy, Coleman, the last one. I mean, that was just paying attention to business.
DC with 7 rebounds. You don't want to get something too quickly. Petro with 7 seconds in the quarter. Hugh Holland's made a call.
And Mahorn and Olajuwon having some conversation, and then Mahorn just pushes Maxwell aside. Look at this.
Wally Rooney says something to Rick.
A presence when Rick
makes the call. We'll check and see exactly what it is.
Maybe a technical.
They call the technical on the Nets. Is it on? I believe it's on the horn.
Yes. And the flow of the offense gone for the Nets.
Maxwell came over to him again.
Vernon, I admire your inner strength, but let the gray matter prevail.
Olajuwon was about a 78% free throw shooter. We'll take it. And he hits the tee. His 8th point of the ball game. They also called a foul, I guess, on the horn.
Right, so they lose the possession. I'm wondering why they got the ball back. Chuck is asking.
And Chuck wants to know what the problem, what the situation is.
He knows now.
Okay. Here's Smith. Clock running down. 4 seconds. Oh, got the open shot to Thorpe. It won't go. And that is it. The half comes to a close. The question was, did anybody touch the basketball? And that's what the Rockets wanted to know. And according to the officials, nobody did. So the half comes to a close with the Nets leading the Rockets by 9. Bill?
A punching foul they called, which necessitates technical and loss of possession. That's what they called. Here's the last shot. At the end, they have the right call. Good half for the Nets.
Yep. See, the Rockets have struggled on back-to-back nights, 2 and 7. But they have been a tough team in the last 3 weeks. They've won 8 in a row. Here's Petrovic to start it for the Nets. Coleman is all alone.
That's his shot.
Puts it home.
Good shots. And Chuck and he just had a conversation. It was almost like, thank you for calling that play for me, and you're welcome.
42-31. The Nets lead it by 11. Houston goes with their starting five: Maxwell, Smith, Olajuwon, Horry, and Thorpe.
Chucky Brown just grabbing onto Horry, making sure he doesn't get free on the cut.
They're down to 3 on the 24. And look at this. He did it again. Vernon Maxwell is keeping his team in this ballgame all by himself.
Drazen had to come such a long way. He got lost in assisting, lost track of him, but he has been phenomenal. Maxwell.
He's been the difference here. 11 points for Maxwell. Smith with a miss, and the rebound, Sam Bowie. Nets lead it 42-34. Just underway here in the third quarter. Petrovic is wide open for 2. An in-and-outer, and the rebound pulled down by Horry. Gets it out over to Kenny Smith. Smith trying to move on Anderson.
Pretty good containment.
Yep, they get back. Here's Maxwell. Had it knocked away, and we'll get a foul. It'll be on Drazen. Petrovic picks it up.
Do you remember Chuck a couple of weeks ago saying we need more stops out of Drazen? That's the case in point. If he can step up, because he's playing a great player every night, and give a few more stops as they come down the floor, it helps everybody. Not easy, but contain the dribble, try and get some help on occasion.
Maxwell blew by. He lost the basketball and kicked it out of bounds off his own knee, says Jackie Neese. But Wally Rooney, I think, they disagree.
Wally Rooney coming down to help out.
Jackie Neese made the original call. Chuck Daly upset about it. Watch it right here.
And the nice swipe by, well, we couldn't see underneath.
But I think somebody grabbed the ball, but then did it hit off his knee? That was the question. Here's Horry. Bowie with the rebound. It's academic. Except Sam gets another rebound. Chucky Brown, Coleman, Bowie, Petrovic, and Anderson.
He does make you turn out, but look at this.
Nice dish shot for 3. Petro puts it home.
They talk about learning the game. Didn't take Kenny long to find out about Olajuwon. Bring it at him. Everybody turns, kick it back out. Get away from him.
Smith, Maxwell. Extra pass to Horry. Nice. Robert Horry, only his second field goal. He has 6 points. And the net lead is 9, 45-36. 9:40 left in the third quarter. Coleman, nice dish. Anderson, great block by Horry, and Coleman will let it go. 9 on the 24. That last pass, which led to Horry's basket, was the first assist by a Houston guard in the game. Thanks to our statistician, David Katz, doing his usual fine job.
In wonderful fashion. A link with the truth and us.
Here's Coleman. Whoa. Around Thorpe and put it home.
2 big people to make that move on.
DC has 14, and the Nets lead it again by 11 with 9:10 left in the third quarter. Olajuwon, Coleman with him.
Thorpe, a response in kind.
Thorpe in his 5th year with the Houston team, came from Sacramento back in 1988. 47-38.
Did you see that? Drazen was trying to pick Chucky Brown. They ended up banging into one another. They're not familiar.
Chucky. Anderson with 4 on the 24. Coleman. 4-3. Got it. DC with his 6th three-pointer of the season. And the Nets lead it by a dozen.
And the dribble packed everybody in. Anderson again responding.
Olajuwon. Coleman can't win the rebound. Thorpe goes up, and Anderson picks up the foul.
Big snare there, huh? If they just could have held onto it, all of a sudden, a nice hammer situation. Punished them a little bit instead. Not much Kenny could do, trying to help out the big guys with the scrape.
Kenny's picked up his 3rd personal. And Otis Thorpe, not a good free throw shooter, only 58%.
Played for Joe Mulaney. You probably did games when Joe was an ABA coach. Of course, the Laker coach at one time, Utah Stars. In fact, he's going to coach the All-Star team, the old timers, with Frank Layden.
He worked with me on some Big East basketball.
Did he?
Great man. Nice
Gentleman, player at Holy Cross when the Coos was there.
Silver-haired Joe. Elegant looking man. Sam gives it to Petro.
Nice ball, Frank. Look at this.
And puts it home.
The Globies generally stop here at the Meadowlands.
52-38.
Showing us a little of that.
Thorpe. And Otis Thorpe puts it home. 6 points for Thorpe, and the net lead is down to 12.
You don't want to let Houston start scoring easily. A concern the Nets might have. They've been doing a great job understanding each set. Oh, shoot it.
And he shot it. Would have been 2. Instead, Thorpe picks up the foul. First team foul on the Rockets.
You think it's easy to guard a guy? You think he's shooting first, then you think he's throwing, then you think he stole your wallet. Then he nails it, and a smirk at the end. Well, he is active tonight, making haste.
Chucky Brown kept that alive, but it comes over to Ori, who gets it out over to Kenny Smith. 7:18 left third quarter. Smith on the drive to Hakeem.
With feeling, you are dead if you're Sam Bowie, because you're going to address the dribbler.
You're smart, you don't try and block.
Why even get involved, right?
Cheeks finds Petro. Chucky Brown.
Steps.
They got him with the step zone. And the ball will go over to Houston with 6:54 left in this third quarter. The Nets with a 10-point lead.
Come over and find out my new address, huh? Ooh, bang!
Baseball's greatest games, Game 3 of the 1975 World Series. The Red Sox against Johnny Bench and Cincinnati's Big Red Machine. You'll relive the dramatic action on Baseball's greatest games tomorrow night at 7, only on Sports Channel. 52-42. The Nets with a 10-point lead. And we are just about midway through this third quarter.
I was a big fan.
Yeah.
Still am of baseball. World Series particularly.
I'll tell you, this game reminds you of a great pitcher's duel, doesn't it? I mean, the way these two teams are playing defensively against each other, it is fun. Each basket is like just a little base hit. They're tough to come by.
And Olajuwon just had a home run before break.
That's right. Here's the steal. Coleman to Cheeks to Petro. Baseline floater, puts it home. Pretty.
Ball in the middle is like having an extra dividend at the end of the month.
54-42. It's again up to a dozen, the net lead. Ori. Sam Bowie with the rebound. Gets it out over to Cheeks. Sam rested a lot of that first half. Dudley getting a lot of minutes, and Sam looking good here in the second.
Drazen is very attentive, too. Much more so as he pursues. Look at this. Ooh. I thought he was going to let it go back.
7 on the 24. Cheeks.
Nice clear
Rebound,
out.
Olajuwon. Maxwell. With a floater. He was bothered by Petro. The Nets will come back.
You have to do. Make a stand.
Coleman. Finds Chucky Brown.
He froze. Olajuwon with the peek over his shoulder, and Derrick confident that he would do the right thing. You know, a lot of guys, he hasn't been playing much. Why give it to him?
Chucky did the right thing, and the Nets lead it by 14, their biggest lead of the ballgame. 56-42. Here's Olajuwon.
Look at this rotation up.
And Smith lost it for a moment, but Olajuwon did. Thorpe did.
Still a terrific set defensively.
Again, you keep playing defense the way the Nets are playing defense tonight. They're going to be tough to beat. Can you keep it up for 48 minutes?
That's the key. Down and through. Chuck calls this motion counter. Got block. Yeah. This is a unfortunate happening for the Nets. And shaken free, but continually they've had good defensive sets.
Smith, that's for three. Coleman went for the rebound. Mo Cheeks has it. Nets on the run. Cheeks through the lane. Will take it himself. Beauty.
Split the defenders. Understanding, huh? Got the wings, got the people to make the dish too.
He does not make mistakes. Maxwell. And Mo has the ball. Nets again on the run. 3 against 1.
Nice
Drops it for Chucky Brown, who puts it home and one.
At the end of that play, Spencer, you may have seen it's just a little. It's not a bada bing, it's a bop. It's just so well controlled, but it starts at one end with extraordinary defense, and right here, split the defense with that great dribble to the right, Chucky coming down the middle, and the potential three.
You know, when you talk about certain players, Michael Jordan, excitement. I think if you mention Mo Cheeks to people in the game, the first thing that comes to your mind, doesn't make mistakes.
Solid. I was thinking of one word, solid.
Yeah.
You're right.
And that's what has made him as good as he has been through the years. And the Nets with their biggest lead now. But Maxwell comes right back. He's got 13. The Nets lead it 61-46 with 3:49 left in the third quarter.
Houston needs a goal. They've been isolating Maxwell, so Drazen's going to have to pay attention. High-low.
Chucky Brown.
Steps. But he hits tonight.
Got the block. Here's Kenny Smith. It's slowed him down. Olajuwon. Whoa. He threw the arm out and looked like he was taking part in the long jump at the Olympics. A few steps right there, Mr. Raftery.
Well, we're all smiling on camera there. Bud set up an occasional extra move of the sneaker. And a big three-point play when the Nets would have had it back. Holding his commanding lead.
61-49. Rockets have scored 5 in a row. 3:20 left third quarter. Mo Cheeks is open and puts it home.
No question he can make it. Doesn't look for it often. In fact, I was surprised the other one didn't go down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was on right on the line.
Doesn't look for a lot of shots. Looking to help others. Much better job defensively by Draz.
Coleman tipping it to himself, has the basketball, recognizes all those red shirts and slows it down. Last year, he might have taken it. Derrick just keeps getting better.
He does. He always had a good feel. Here's the strip from behind. And usually you'll get that.
Smith. Kenny Smith's second field goal. 2:36 left in the third quarter. The Nets with a 12-point lead, 63-51. The 24, and Olajuwon.
They get him for that particular play. Derrick not happy as he went to the basket earlier. And around the rear, it's just an anticipated call generally by officials, but going the other way, they've had a few opportunities like this where the Nets may have had some difficulty on the call.
It's the all-new midwinter New Jersey Net ticket plan. Here's what it's all about. An opportunity to see 3 fine games at the Meadowlands. The Miami Heat on February 14th, the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan on March 2nd, and the Charlotte Hornets on March the 24th. And you see all 3 for under $50. And not only that, you'll also get an official-sized basketball. The basketball is free. You can't beat it. Call the Nets now. Operators are standing by. 201-935-8888. The Nets against Miami, Chicago, and Charlotte. And you get a basketball all for under $50. Raphael Addison is coming to the lineup, replacing Chucky Brown. So Mo Cheeks with the ball. Loses control of it, and he does make a mistake every once in a while. Not often.
He's trying to do something positive.
63-51, Nets by a dozen. We approach the 2-minute mark remaining in this third quarter. Let's check the Nets lineup. Petrovic, Cheeks, Dudley, Coleman, and Addison. Winston Garland now in. This is Kenny Smith. Olajuwon, Maxwell, and Thorpe. And Garland puts it home.
Well, they tried to post up Garland. That's how Mo lost the basketball. Addison trying to take advantage of the size differential. But you'll get burned when you rotate like that. Guys got to keep making them before you're going to come out of it.
Whoop. And DC was gone to the hoop. The lead is down to 10, and the ball belongs to Houston.
Good idea on both performers. Just not the proper read. Not in.
9-2 run here for the Rockets. So they have cut that lead down to 10. It was 17, and it is now 8 as Maxwell puts it home. An 11-2 run.
He's had about 5 layups, at least.
And a total of 15 points. It's now 63-55. Nets want to close this quarter out in a positive manner. Petro to Mo Cheeks.
And they run the double. Drazen doesn't get it, but the nice step in and then the dish by Drazen Mo.
Petro's third assist, and Cheeks now with 10 points.
See if they come from a different double-up spot now. If Olajuwon gets it. They got the offense on Thorpe. Turn that number 3-3.
So the ball will go over to the Nets.
Otis, one of the soft-spoken people in the league. Nice demeanor. A little bit like yourself when you're unhappy with service.
Not soft-spoken right there. DC to the hoop for the Nets by 12.
Don't hurt us, Derrick!
67-55, 30 seconds left third quarter.
They come from Mo leaves Smith alone.
Olajuwon is trying to draw the foul. Addison has it, and the Nets can play for one. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds left third quarter, a 12-point net lead.
And Chuck saying, Mo, keep it over on that right side. They run the high pick and roll and the pop out.
Petro won't go. 5 seconds, a chance here for the Rockets. Garland with 2, with 1. Thorpe puts it home at the buzzer to cut it down to 10. A big hoop for the Rockets to close out the third quarter. And through 3 here at the Meadowlands. The Nets, who led it by 9 after 2, are up now by 10. Big Sam roaming along the sidelines, and that's with a 10-point lead. Been a good effort by everyone tonight. And let's head over to Matt Lockton. Matty?
Spencer, it has been reported, of course, that Chuck Daly is trying to find the right combination of time between Sam and Chris at the center position, looking to get a little more effectiveness out of them. Prior to tonight's game, he spoke with the Nets public relations staff, and he got the word to them that what he wants is a breakdown over the last couple of games, or actually the last couple of weeks, on how they've done and at what periods of the game they've done well, breaking down, shooting from the floor, rebounding, and that sort of thing. He's trying to figure out the best way to utilize them, and he's going to go to the computer and to the statistics to figure out how to do just that.
Okay. You used to do that too, Bill, didn't you? I mean, that's
Charles. At BC and Penn, they didn't have computers in those days.
He was his own computer.
And now he's got staff to look it up, but
67.
No wonder he has so many clothes and so many decisions he's able to cope with.
Picks out the suits. The computer tells him where the suits are in the closet. Knocked out of bounds. It'll still belong to the Rockets. That's with a 10-point lead. We're just underway here in the fourth quarter.
Chuck Collar in the lob.
Brooks in the lineup. His first second-half appearance. That's one of those wild floaters. Bigley, great rebound. And we'll get a foul.
Almost got Kenny Anderson after he heard the whistle.
Garland picked it up. And Chris kind of looked around and said, how long does it take for you to blow the whistle when I get hit?
He hears the whistle on the other end.
That's right, it's quick.
2-2.
Anderson, Petrovic, Dudley, Rick Mahorn, and Raphael Addison to start the fourth quarter for the Nets, who lead it by 10.
They're switching those screens.
Here's Dudley against Olajuwon, doesn't get the roll, and the follow. Mahorn, Addison goes for it. Out of bounds, it'll be net basketball. Great hustle by Raphael Addison.
And Maxwell got away with a foul over there, too, as he ran down the basketball. Good shots. You can run things down. And Rudy T saying, why didn't you other refs help out on that particular call?
Petro gets the pick from Dudley. Makes it look easy, doesn't it?
Oh, an exhibition.
21 for Drazen, and the Nets by a dozen, 69-57.
Individual ability with the bounce. Plays break down. Good players make good things happen.
Maxwell is open for three. We mentioned this team loves to fire them up. Maxwell's thrown up over 160 of them this year. That's the second of the night. He's hit 50. Petro, who still leads the league in percentage three-point.
So he can get the shot off, and he knows it over the top of Garland. So he's trying to set up.
Before, Garland with the foul. Second team foul on the Rockets. Rockets with Garland, Maxwell, Olajuwon, Herrera, and Brooks.
Good bailout here, Dud, seeing that Kenny Anderson wasn't free.
And we get the foul. Maxwell against Maxwell. That's the third team foul on the Rockets.
Banging away out there. I don't know why. Full-time set. Unnecessary. Maxwell with a pat to you, Hollins. You think he really meant it?
Sometimes it's good you do that to the ref. You say, okay, you got me, you're right. Yeah, I made the bad play. Garland.
Nice
Good
shot
block by Dudley. Jump ball. Mahorn and Dudley were over there.
Nice job by Rick, stepping in, presenting himself on the dribble penetration. Reading things defensively. Oh, and that's pretty darn good.
And off the tip, back live. It's controlled by the Nets. Under 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. The Nets lead at 69-60. Anderson trying to work on Brooks.
Nice job by Drazen to free himself.
Puts it home. 23 for Petro.
Kenny does get it to him.
Yes, he does.
And the timing is impeccable.
Seventh assist. Olajuwon. Brooks. Rebound, Herrera.
Nice job by Dudley, forcing the issue.
Rebound, Dudley.
And he pushed Olajuwon out, then he went down to the other side. Nice weak side check out.
Petro counted and one.
He's back. The Bada Bingo is back. Hesitation loss. You want him out on the clothesline. Up and away. And Rudy T getting just that.
The team, no little foul on Rudy Tomjanovich, and Petro will shoot it. Nets lead 73-60.
Nice spread for the Nets here, getting that extra one. You get it to 15 if he makes both. Competitive. That's what this team has become.
26 for Petro, 14 of them here in the second half. And now he will shoot the free throw to try and complete the three-point play.
Orange sense of humor. He's happy somebody else has the tee out here. Now we're in.
Ricky Mayhem. Been a real good addition to this basketball team. He knows what winning's about. Petro with his 27th point of the ball game, and the Nets have upped the lead again to 15. And they've led by as many as 17.
I'm sorry, Spence, as they call a timeout. I'm impressed with his work habits. Yeah, listen to Dave Pavao. He says he's one of the hardest working guys. They do this 25-minute running drill, and a lot of guys contribute, but maybe not as hard as Rick.
Tuesday night, invite you to catch a Patrick Division Showdown when the Islanders host the New Jersey Devils. That's on Sports Channel. Tuesday night, 7:30. The pregame show at 7. And we're going to be with you on Sports Channel America. Bench has been outscored in 14 of the last 15 games for the Nets. Tonight, a different story. Thus far, we do have 9 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. The Nets lead the ball game 75-60 over a team that has won 8 in a row. The Nets looking to improve their record to 23-17.
Look at
Here's the trap again.
Nice job by Rick Mahorn stringing it out.
Oh, and Addison almost had that ball. Here's Olajuwon putting it home.
That's the center with touch in or out.
75-62. That's by 13. Petro.
He's in an offensive state of mind right now. He's looking.
Give me the ball, and lost it. And here is Brooks. He'll have the easy deuce, and the net lead is down to 11. It can disappear very quickly in this league. Nets had it by 17, and then the Rockets went on a run and closed it down to 8.
Open floor turnovers, though. Disastrous.
Petro.
Nice ball fake.
In and out of Dudley. Great rebound. And we got a foul. Chris Dudley up off the boards. 15 foul on the Rockets. And it'll send Duggs to the line to shoot 2.
The slide in, anticipating the jumper, and he's going to make it soft. That's an important aspect of offensive rebound. If you got some clunkers, some guys who bang that tin and go out deep, you don't get a chance to tip and follow.
That's been working with Chris Dudley. Jimmy Clayton, a shooting coach, been brought in. Everybody's been working with him, and there's been improvement. He's over 50% now. Watch the legs, and watch the way he squeezes the basketball, trying to change things around. That's not bad. I know he missed it, but that's a little better.
Well, the biggest problem is the rolling down and the lack of fluidity. I mean, all the things you mentioned are important, but that confidence that you have in your stroke, the herky-jerkiness takes it away. Look at this. Everybody in a half hour. Everybody looking around.
Well, I didn't do it. Well, me. Must have been the other. Look at the one.
Jump ball, double violation.
So a double violation, and we'll get the jump ball at midcourt.
It does. When you have the pride that he has, you don't like to be, not that you're ridiculed, but you don't like a situation where people are questioning your ability on the free throw line. I love his efforts, so do the coaches. And defensive intensity.
It may not be a better backup center in this league.
No, and it's just unfortunate that he has that weakness in his game. They got him stealing.
Well, I don't know who was the stealer. Was he the stealer or was he the stealee?
He was the stealer.
He was the stealer. Okay, 8:06 remains in this ball game. Don't go away, folks. This is a tough one, and we have a lot of time remaining. Nets with an 11-point lead against a team that has won 8 in a row. And they can turn it up very, very quickly.
Raphael on Maxwell. He's helping out. They got the illegal D on. Did they call it on Raf?
Yep, on Addison. Got to be very careful against this team. Here's Mo Cheek set to come back in. And he'll replace Raphael Addison. Good effort by Raf tonight. Half a dozen points off the bench.
Now,
5 rebounds.
The one thing Chuck's got going now, and it's something that he likes to have, either you come from the bench with good offense or you come with good defense. One of the two. And what he's got now with Cheeks coming in, a guy who can really guard. Let's see, the matchup is Cheeks on Maxwell. Maybe take away that dribbling and the penetrating and the havoc it creates.
Olajuwon just backed his way in against Dudley and put it home. He's got 17, and the net lead is down to 8 again. It was 75-60. The Rockets have scored 7 in a row to cut the deficit down to 8. That's Nita Hoop.
Nice job by Maxwell on that curl out.
Petro.
They get the hip out. Maxwell.
The Nets have lost the flow, though, Billy. The flow that they had, that fluidity we talked about earlier. Watch this here with Olajuwon going against Dudley.
Dud's been getting banged, and he recoils beautifully. Fortunately, doesn't give the foul, but he's feeling his head there, and live, he just put his arm down. He was feeling his neck again. There it is. Oh. The 6th vertebrae, huh?
Yeah.
8 up that high.
28 for Petro. C4, C5, whatever. (76-67). The Nets with a 9-point lead.
Learn a little bit of biology when I'm with you, huh?
I'll tell you something. In sports today, everybody knows a lot about medical terminology, anatomy, physiology. 77-67.
Kenny down, and what a travel. Anticipation by Anderson causing the trouble, and Rudy T has one, doesn't want another Rudy T.
77-67. The Nets with a 10-point lead. There's the step call.
The guy they haven't touched much, they get it down to Derrick.
Dudley doesn't get the roll. Coleman on the follow.
Softness.
He's got 21, and again the Nets by a dozen.
Because if you're positioned well, as Derrick was, you can get that weak side. He kicked the ball out.
An offensive foul. They got it on Garland.
I think the big fella down below, Olajuwon.
Okay.
But as Derrick gets right to the glass, it's soft enough to do some damage, and a nice, deft touch.
21 for Coleman. That's 8 games in a row. He scored at least 20 or more. Brooks trying to hound Maurice Cheeks. Turnovers have hurt the Rockets tonight. Anderson. Would sneak out by Brooks. Smith open for 3. He's hurt the Nets. On the rebound, Coleman looks up, finds Cheeks. 3 against 1. Anderson through the lane, puts it home.
Nice play by Dudley. Almost comes up with the steal. That's an excellent defensive play, and Mo Cheeks, interesting combo right now.
Yeah, and you know, the interesting thing, you might say, is it a coincidence it was an 8-point lead when Mo Cheeks came in? It's 14 now? I don't think so.
Well, look at the great defensive play. Mo giving it up, but Drazen playing small forward has had some impact. You got good defensive play out front. Drazen up front, they haven't really gone this guy.
Nice play by Kenny. Play by Anderson to take it away, and Brooks picks his pocket. Olajuwon, it's Thorpe, excuse me, won't go.
What is Brooks doing in there, huh?
To Thorpe. Boy, they're making it hard on him, aren't they? I know he got the hoop, but Warren easy. Thorpe with 12 points, and that lead is down to a dozen. 5:35 remaining in this ballgame.
Well, the Nets aren't going to miss there, Mr. Brooks. But he's been twice now down there digging. He got the steal from Kenny.
Petro. And he is fouled by Maxwell.
Maxwell late, forced a tough shot. Offensive-minded, can't relax.
So Petro back in the line to shoot 2.
How about Kenny without, off the dribble, and Drazen. If he had that to do it over again, he would have pumped and spun baseline.
But he certainly knows how to draw the foul.
Well, he does. He's got a great offensive mind.
He's got 30 points in the ball game. 9 of them here in the fourth quarter. 18 total in the second half. 13-point net lead.
Got to mentally stay in it defensively now. Time for a Houston run. Usually penetration or Olajuwon touching it.
Drazen's last 6 points from the free throw line. Sleepy Floyd set to come into the lineup. Derrick, who began his NBA career as a Net, will see his first appearance tonight. He started 10 games this season, but he has kind of been drifting to the back of the Houston bench. Maxwell will sit down.
Back burner, huh?
Yeah.
But he can shoot the 3, and they get another T on Maxwell this time as they look at the bench.
But remember, next Friday night, this coming Friday night, we're going to be in Houston. And it should be Saturday night, going to be very interesting.
You take this one in the NBA if you can get it, and you worry about next week. That'll take care of itself. Yeah. That's the mentality. Vernon out of Florida, expressing himself. You said that with disdain.
A Gator.
In Florida State Seminole.
It's a smiley day in Tallahassee today, I'll tell you that.
The Irish eyes are smiling. Got to play the deep shot. Nice job by Kenny.
Olajuwon. Count that. If it goes, it'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And Paul Silas, I think, has done just a great job with the people up front. You know, we see him before the game working, and of course that happens in practice as well. Nice.
What a feed by Petro. And Coleman had the shot blocked by Olajuwon. Smith, nice feed. Olajuwon's clobbered. Going up. You know, you make the point about Chuck's assistants, and something he said often. I only hire assistants who are smarter than me. The point he's making is, if you're going to have somebody work for you, you have to be able to accept their input and respect their input.
Nice humility. Pretty bright mind, too. Rick Carlisle,
he gets the paycheck. Yeah, that's true, though.
We occasionally don't mention Rick, which is unfair because he does a lot of the video stuff that's ready on the airplane, the breakdown. Individually, he works with the guards for Chuck. So he's got them all humming. Yeah. And everybody's humble about it. Yeah, they all make a contribution. First, Ted Arzonica, Fritz's right-hand man for years, keeping everybody healthy, or hopefully healthy.
David Paval, strength coach. It's a team effort. 4:20 remain. That's scored by 12. 5 of the 24. Petro fires. Dudley rebound. Petro will bring it back. Right, nobody's with him. Got to get on him because he'll put it home.
They don't play him. He'll put the nail in.
He's got 34, and the Nets lead it by 14.
Good hands by Anderson again. And look at the understanding. Why rush it?
34 points by Petro, ties his season high. And we have 3:50 remaining in the ball game with the Nets leading 86-72. Anderson, I would have counted had it gone. And Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2.
Had his arms taken away on the shot, but the pick and roll right now, you can see Houston back it over. They're not as aggressive on that particular play. Nobody assisted. Turned down the lane for an easy attempt.
And here's Kenny to shoot 2. Quiet night offensively for Anderson. 9 points. He does have 7 assists. He's 4 of 12 from the floor. But for the first time since joining the Nets, the role of Maurice Cheeks has really come to the fore as Mo has been a big factor in this ball game. The Nets lead it by 16 with 3:43 remaining. It's the all-new midwinter New Jersey Net ticket plan. Here's what it's all about. An opportunity to see 3 fine games at the Meadowlands. The Miami Heat on February 14th, the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan on March 2nd, and the Charlotte Hornets on March the 24th. And you see all 3 for under $50. And not only that, you'll also get an official-size basketball. The basketball is free. You can't beat it. Call the Nets now. Operators are standing by. 201-935-8888. The Nets against Miami, Chicago, and Charlotte. And you get a basketball all for under $50. Nice effort by the Nets thus far. We have 3:43 remaining up against a Houston team that has won 8 in a row. And the Nets lead it by a score of 88-72. It was a class project to make that sign. Nice
there
job.
hasn't been much of a Rockets red glare this evening, but day in or day out at home or on the road, you can always count on the great taste of Bud Light. It won't fill you up, Spencer, and never let you down. So make it a Bud Light.
Well, Houston 7 away from the least points scored by a net opponent, and they're 12 off their low for the season, which was 84. But the important factor here, 88-72, that's the score. The Nets lead the Rockets with 3:43 remaining in this ballgame. Inbounds, it comes to Thorpe, returns to Ori. I don't think he even looked at the basket.
I think he was afraid of getting it blocked. And Drazen with the hand in there to break up this play. Now, Chuck didn't like the lineup. when Horry came in the game, right away up with CB, Chucky Brown. Better matchup for his club, he feels. They got the illegal D.
And Petro will go back to the line to shoot the tee. Did you see him? I did. He thought maybe somebody else was going. He did a little stutter step. Maurice Cheek sits back down.
You know
Great
you're
job.
a good free throw shooting team when they're sprinting to the free throw line on technicals.
Didn't they call it?
No, I guess they called an offensive foul or a defensive foul, excuse me.
Petro, 4-3, got it!
He'd rather that line anyhow.
He's got 37, a season high, and the Nets lead it by 19, 91-72. Olajuwon.
And in through the net, yeah. Bud stuck his hand up. Not a bad try. Pretty athletic play by Hakeem. Imagine him in soccer. You never score a goal. The kiss, unfriendly.
Tell you, talk about Olajuwon tonight. 20 points. Nets have really contained him, though. 7 of 18 from the floor. 11 rebounds.
Well, the little trap there, and Chuck will be unhappy the way they addressed it. Postman didn't present, and he could fill him just 2 in a hurry.
Sleepy with his first 2 of the ball game. 91-76. The Nets by 15 as we approach the 2.5-minute mark remaining in this ball game.
Better job now. Everybody deployed properly. Got an overload here for Drazen.
4-3. And the rebound pulled down by Floyd. 91-76. The Nets lead it by 15.
Don't want to give up points in a hurry.
Horry for 3. Thorpe, don't foul here. And they did. 2:12 remains, and Robert Horry will go to the line to shoot 2. Drazen was looking for a 40-point night. Excuse me, Thorpe to the line to shoot 2.
And he may get it the way he's stroking it. Chuck not wanting to put them on the free throw line. That particular play, Dudley thinking he was going to get all basketball.
Raphael Addison set to come back in. Thorpe, as we mentioned, not a good free throw shooter. Chucky Brown leads. Offense, defense move to an extent.
Yeah, I would think so.
So they're trap, and Addison's going to be open.
Well, I think matchup too. You know, you got a lot of perimeter. The 2 perimeter shooters, Floyd and Brooks, are identified. And maybe Horry have to make it at. Raph is the reason he went in. Defensively, the reason Raph went in. Not a good look.
Steal by Brooks. Coleman will get the foul.
Nice job shielding himself. Scotty with the big fella looming, and anytime you across the perimeter throw it up for grabs, some damage is going to happen. Wonderful block. However, a lot of body down below.
1:58 remaining in the ball game.
Stopping the clock with these fouls too.
Yeah, which is not what you want to do. And Brooks with his 5th point. That's led it by 15. It's down to 13 now.
And Hugh Holland's talking to the Rocket bench again. Hearing
telling them to stop talking.
Chastising.
Brooks hits them both. And the net lead is 91-79 with 1:55 remaining.
Maybe more parents should have whistles. Look at these passes.
Dangerous. Underneath is Coleman.
If you saw the coaches on the bench, they were distraught on that loop. Brendan, Chuck, Paul. Oh, that's giving it up for an easy basket.
Floyd.
Now that's why Drazen out there. Attack that guy.
Horry with a miss. Here's Anderson. Looks. Finds Petro. And Drazen puts it home. 39 for Petro.
Drazen's fun to watch.
Yeah.
You knew he was going to recover to make that layup.
Oh, when you have a layup and you're Drazen Petrovic, ain't no way you ain't going to get those puppies off. Olajuwon, count that and 1. Dudley with the body.
The machine, offensive-minded, and for a career. The chug by
Dudley is fouled out.
His last one.
And a standing O for Christopher.
competes, and that's what people like. And that's what's turned on the audience more than it says at the Meadowlands.
They play some pretty good defense on this side of the Hudson, too.
A message. Well taken. Scotty trying to loop behind.
1:05 remaining in this ball game. This team is just growing, though. There are a lot of things that still have to happen, but it's getting to be some fun.
I'm impressed tonight without Maurice. I thought it hurt them the other night. They didn't have that flexibility that they so desire, but the home floor turning into an advantage as the atmosphere conducive to good performance and the players confident playing in Brendan Byrne Arena, which wasn't the case early in the year. They get the violation by
Coleman. Chuck saying he wasn't in by the time that ball hit off the rim.
Saying he broke the plane. Jackie East with a minute. It's over.
It's never over.
No.
It's never over. You got to keep playing and fighting for everyone. Here's Floyd with a miss. Rebound pulled down by Bowie.
I think he may be right.
Addison.
They want Petro to shoot.
Yeah, go for 40. He got it. 41 for Drive.
They all look at the big boy. Well, this has become his homeland.
Yeah. Up on the scoreboard, the fans can read it that he had 39. Here's Ori on the drive. He's called for traveling. And that's a career high for Drazen Petrovic.
Super night, huh?
He loves it.
Yeah. He deserves all the accolades. Ringing the bell.
Lowest point total by a net opponent this year. No, second lowest. Petro for 3. Got it! 44 for Draz to close it out. And here's Brooks. Puts it home. And Coleman fouled him.
Now, here's the time of the game where you start thinking about Houston.
Yeah, you don't do this at this point.
Well, that's nice to see, though. This is not, in effect, a slap at Houston as much as the guys on the team wanted to get him the big numbers. When that stroke...
Draz lives 44 points.
When that stroke is on and they get him the basketball, usually Kenny, the key to getting him timed with his cut, getting him the basketball, he is awfully tough to defend. Give him good looks, he makes them.
So that'll do it as Brooks puts it home. The horn sounds. This one is history. But for the New Jersey Nets, a big, big win. They snap a 2-game losing streak and snap the Houston Rockets' 8-game winning streak by crushing the Rockets 100-83.